They say YouTube can change your life, help you build passive income, or even turn you into a full-time creator. But what really happens when you start from zero? No fancy setup, no audience, just an idea and a lot of trial and error. So, on January 18th, 2025, I launched my Faceless YouTube channel, focusing on motivational animations. As of today, it's been 50 days. And let me tell you, it has been a wild ride. Was it worth it? Did I blow up overnight? Or did I just waste hours of my life? Stick around, because I'm about to share everything, the highs, the struggles, and the surprising results. Starting was the hardest part. I spent hours figuring out the right style, animation software, and what exactly I wanted to say. And then, after way too much overthinking, 2 days later, I finally posted my first video. And guess what? Nothing happened. No views, no comments, just silence. Refreshing the page every 5 minutes didn't help either. But then, boom, one single view. And yes, it was probably me. But still, it was a start. That first month, it was rough. My videos were getting anywhere between 100 to 200 views, and I gained around 115 subscribers from 10 videos. Not exactly viral, but way better than nothing. I won't lie, my first videos, they weren't good at all. And that's completely okay because I was learning. This was my first experience making content in my entire life, and expecting perfection right away would have been ridiculous. I had no idea how to structure a script properly. My animations were basic and my editing was all over the place, but that's part of the process. The only way to improve is by actually doing the thing. Even if the early results aren't great, here's what I quickly realized. YouTube is not just about uploading videos. If no one clicks on your content, it doesn't matter how good it is. So I started learning SEO, keywords, thumbnails, retention tricks. I tweaked my titles, adjusted my descriptions, and tried to make my animations more engaging. And slowly, things started changing. My watch time improved, my audience retention increased, and I even got my first real comments. Seeing people actually engaging with my content, that was a game changer. By the second month, reality hit me. Creating quality content consistently was exhausting. Editing animations took way longer than expected. Writing scripts, syncing voiceovers, and making sure everything flowed smoothly. It all took hours. And worst of all, my numbers weren't growing as fast as I hoped. I saw other channels explode overnight, and I couldn't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong? There were nights I stayed up until 2 a.m., only to wake up the next morning, rewatch my video, and think, this still isn't good enough. But you know what? I posted it anyway. And then, out of nowhere, one of my videos got a small boost in views. It wasn't viral, but it was enough to keep me going. The moment things really started shifting was when I stopped trying to chase the algorithm and started focusing on my audience. Instead of throwing random ideas at the wall, I doubled down on what was actually working. I studied my analytics, figured out which topics people cared about, and made better videos. And guess what? It worked. Kind of. My watch time saw a slight improvement. More people were watching my videos past the first few seconds, and engagement was slowly increasing. It wasn't a massive jump, but it was something. And more importantly, it was proof that if I kept going, things could get better and better. That small progress gave me hope. Even though I wasn't seeing explosive growth, I realized that every video was building momentum, and eventually it would pay off. Now, after 50 days, here's where my channel stands. Total views, 9,677. Watch hours, 329.3. Subscribers, 237. The reality? It was way farther from my expectations. I never thought YouTube would be easy, but I also didn't expect it to be this hard to move forward. Growth felt slow, progress was barely noticeable at times, and the amount of effort required was overwhelming. But despite all of that, I made a decision. I wasn't going to quit. I chose to stick to my plan, to keep creating content no matter what, and to trust that consistency would eventually lead to results. Here's the thing. Most people give up before they ever see success. Not because they aren't capable, but because they lose patience. YouTube isn't about overnight wins. It's about stacking small victories until they turn into big ones. Every video is a step forward. Every lesson makes the next one better. And every challenge you push through puts you ahead of the people who quit. So yeah, I may not be where I want to be yet, but I know one thing for sure. I'm not stopping anytime soon. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, here's my advice. Just start. You're going to suck at first. Your videos won't be perfect, but that's the point. Every video you post is a lesson. Every mistake is progress. There are plenty of videos on YouTube showing their income, view amounts, and success stories. Tons of tips and tricks. But you should know that success on YouTube is highly individual. What works for one person might not work for you, and vice versa. No matter how many strategies you learn, your journey will always be unique. And if you're on a similar journey, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. Oh, and if you want to see what happens next, hit that subscribe button. Because trust me, I'm not stopping anytime soon.